Work? Is this gonna work? Yes, 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 yes.
Yay!
Hi!
You're here! I'm so sorry. I don't know. That's so weird. Sometimes stuff like that happens. It's so odd.
TikTok is TikTok.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. It's good to see you, though. Hi.
Yes, hello, Angelina. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kim. I'm so happy to see you. And I'm so glad that you agreed to do this. Thank you so much. You are definitely one of my favorite narrators. So I am just so excited to have you because I just started doing this about a couple of months ago. And so I didn't think that I would have you on so soon. And I'm so excited to meet you. So,
well, I'm glad you asked.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You are Angelina Rocca, a voice actor. You are a singer because I've heard you sing. You have a beautiful voice. And I think you used to be a journalist. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you have, which you totally have the voice for that too. And you have over 200 titles on Audible. Is that right?
I do. Yeah.
It's just a little over like 3 years.
Yeah, it's almost now, actually, it's almost 4 years since my first audition.
Still, that's insane. That's like such a huge trajectory to go from that to 200 is amazing. So
wild. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I can't believe, I kind of look back and it's all just a wild, exciting blur, and I'm so happy to be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure it feels that way sometimes because you just kind of fly through it and it's just kind of like your everyday, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you're like, oh my God, I've been doing this for 4 years and I have 200 books done, and what happened?
Yeah, it's wild. It's good. I feel good about it though.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you do this full time. This is your like only job at this point. So
yeah, I've been doing this full time for 3 years now.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a dream. So did you listen to audiobooks before you started?
I did. I am still, but I was a huge romance fan. Like romance is my genre. I love it. I love it so much. And so I did a combination of like, I listened and I've all read, and yeah, I was a huge fan of it before.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I'm assuming everybody says pretty much you don't have as much time to read now. You kind of read your projects and that's about it pretty much, huh?
No, it makes me so sad. You know what? And I can't listen anymore. It makes me very, very sad sometimes if I think about it, because I can't listen to romance. First of all, because I don't have the time.
Yeah.
But also I know everyone. So I'm listening to my colleagues.
You can't separate the voice from the person.
It feels inappropriate. Like I feel like I shouldn't be listening to Jason right now. Like I shouldn't be listening to, you know what I mean?
That is so fair. I never even thought about that, but yeah, I can imagine that would be kind of awkward.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Even though they're all like, I can listen to it, like I can listen to clips and things of them and appreciate how insanely talented all of them are, but I can't just like escape into a book.
Right.
But yeah, I don't get to read as much as I would like, but I've started to carve out just a little bit of time in the evenings for myself, because there are so many books and so many authors that I want to read and that I want to continue reading, that I just like, I'm not narrating their books. So like I still love romance.
I totally get that. Yeah. I mean, even myself, just doing the things that I do, finding time to read stuff that you don't necessarily have an obligation to review, or someone that you're not interviewing, it's hard. Yeah. I mean, it's time consuming, and I have a full-time job and, kids and, everything else. And so it's finding time to read is really a privilege, especially when, it's your job too. So I can
Well, and I have friends who do, like, they do reviews and they do content creation, and and it becomes about the schedule and the ALCs and the like, they might fit in a book here and there, but it's like they've agreed months in advance to do a particular ALC. So
Yeah.
it must be the same for you. Like you must be like, oh, I want to listen to that book, but
And it's super exciting. Like I love everything that I do. I have no complaints. I love it. But yeah, it is sometimes, you'll see that one book come out that, is like, oh, I really want to listen to that. But it's like, when?
Yes.
So I do listen to books in my sleep a lot. So I catch, snippets here and there of things. But that's
Right?
about it.
It's part of your subconscious now.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So I know that you kind of started around COVID. I think that's a lot of people's, kind of origin story, if you will, is, COVID was like, we're at home and, let's go for it. Let's do the thing that we think we want to do. So was that something that, something that you had been thinking about doing, or was it something you were just like, I'll just dabble in this, or where were your thoughts at that time?
Well, it was a little bit different because I do know a lot of actors who are like, I'm home now. So, okay, where is my income coming from? But for me, I was a journalist at the time. I was working in network news, and all through COVID, I covered COVID. I was, working international news, and it got to be really emotionally taxing, mentally taxing, right? And I'm in Canada, so our restrictions were really tight.
Really tough. Yeah.
And I have children. So it was like for a good year, if anyone in the house like sneezed, everyone had to stay home for 10 days.
Yeah.
Immediately. And so obviously with little children, everybody has a runny nose all through winter. And
yeah.
And, they started wanting us back in the newsroom and working in the office. And I had to stay home all the time. And I just thought, you know what, like, this is not the life I want. I can't function this way. And I just took a look at the things that I love, that brought me joy, that I could do. And voice acting was something that like I'd not explored, but I have all the tools for it. So I started exploring it, and I took a course in audiobook narration and immediately fell in love.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. I mean, you're a natural. I mean, your voice is so well suited to, I mean, like I said, you have that voice, that you do have that journalist voice too, that kind of like commanding, I'm telling it to you, kind of straight kind of thing. But then you also do have this just really beautiful tone to your voice. And I think that's partially because obviously you're a singer as well. So, your voice is your tool. I'm a huge Luna Mason fan. So as soon as I heard Crave, I was done. Like I love all of her books, but that one just really, it was excellent. And that was like my first like introduction into your voice. And I was just like, yep, okay, this is one of my favorites from now on. So
thank you. I love Luna Mason.
I love her so much. I love all of her books. Do you have any like rituals or routines that you follow every morning before you get started, or you just kind of
coffee?
I'm
fully an addict. So really, I know, and maybe at some point I will have this. I know a lot of voice actors, they steam their voices and they do their things, and I have never found that helpful. Even when I worked as a singer, as a professional singer, there was like one stretch where I was doing a residency, and I sang for we had 5 sets, 6 nights a week, and I found that warming up just ended up taxing my voice more than it did help. So really, I wake up early in the morning, I stretch a little bit, I make myself a really strong coffee, and I just get in the booth and get ready for the day, figure out what I need to work on, and just get into it.
You would be surprised how many people I've talked to that are similar. Like, I think a lot of people do kind of just kind of just go with the flow. There are obviously some people I've talked to who are like, okay, I do this and I warm up and but a lot of people really are kind of like that. They're just kind of like, no, I get up and I let it flow. And then, it kind of goes from there. But I
Yeah.
think, like you said, you having that experience with just using your voice your whole life, I think it does, kind of help you prepare to just kind of be able to just go straight into that. So
I think so. And like with time, like I have so little time in my life that I just like, it's no nonsense. Like I got to get to work.
you just got to get to it.
Yeah.
I completely understand that.
So now look, see, I have coffee right now. Even it's 9:14. But is that coffee? Cheers.
It's Diet Coke, but
No, but caffeine.
I'm addicted to that as well. Yeah. So it's okay. We all have our thing.
Mm-hmm.
So so you do a lot of dark romance, you do a lot of romance in general, you do a lot of rom-coms, you've narrated with basically everyone. So would you say your like favorite genre to do? Do you love dark romance? Are you more of a rom-com girly? What is your I know you go through phases, probably.
I do. I mean, I like to mix it up. And it's about, I think, yeah, it's hard because I just like to mix it up. I like a variety of stories. And I think for me, it's not about the subgenre. It's about the love story.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love stories where I find it relatable, or I'm like fall in love with these characters and I'm rooting for them. And it's just like, I love stories.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't matter what package it comes in. Yeah.
I think it's a privilege to tell love stories. I think
really, I mean, I like, honestly, still, I just sit here thinking like, I tell love stories every day for a living. Like what universe?
What is this? Yeah. What is this life? Yeah, no, I totally understand. I think that's one of the reasons why I like talking to you guys so much, is because so many of you are just so joyous about the fact that you get to do this job every day. And I think that's infectious. And that's another thing that, I've just really always loved about you is every time I see you, you're always just, I know you're not always happy and I know you're not, but you just have a spirit about you where you're happy, you're thankful, you're graceful. And it's very infectious and contagious. So
I appreciate that. I mean, like, I think when you get to like, I'm not going to give away my age, but like when you get to like my age, mm-hmm. I feel like I've lived a lot of lives. I never thought that I would have an additional career after journalism. Like I've done a lot of things, and to find the thing that I think that I'm best at and the thing that I love most, that feeds my soul the most, like in the latter half of my like working life is just such like is the best, most beautiful surprise like I could have ever dreamed up. So yeah.
I was talking about that the other day with Danny. I was, when you get to your 40s, you go, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do what I want to do. Like, it's just, I know I have my kids and I know I have my responsibilities, but like, this is, I'm looking around and like, this is it. I got to figure out what I really want to do and what my soul really is, saying to me. And so, I think a lot of us women, especially this we were talking about, in our 20s, we kind of just do things that we either think we're supposed to do or what other people think we're supposed to do. And then our 30s, we kind of start to get it, but we've got kids and we've got to kind of, just push through it. And then you hit that point, that magical point where you're like, no, I don't have to do this anymore. I can do what I want to do, and everyone else will be okay.
Right?
They'll be okay. I'll still be there for them. I can do it all, and I think that, again, that just kind of is that joyous thing that I think a lot of women, especially in this industry, kind of go, oh, I'm finally getting to do what I want to do.
Right. And you don't have to be like, even though, you have to do social media and you have to like, you have to put yourself out there and, all the things. It's also, you don't have to be anything other than yourself. You don't have to be serious. You don't have to be, you have to be professional.
Yeah.
But like, you don't have to put on airs, you know? And I think that, yeah, I think that's beautiful.
I do too. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I love the fact that this industry has so many women who are finding their place and, owning what they love. And it shows, like it pours out of them, and I think that's just amazing. So that's why I have a really soft spot in my heart for female narrators. I love to talk to them. I love to pump them up as much as possible because I don't think they really get as much credit as they should a lot of times. So you read a review sometimes and you go and it says, the female narrator was great and so da 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 da, and it's like, hold on, like you can't even say their name. Like, come on, like give me a break. Say their name.
I'm in love with XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that happens. I understand it. I mean, this
I do
is
too.
like, I get it. I don't necessarily begrudge it. I get it. Right. Like, I mean, I know what we're here for. I know who the audience is. Like, it makes sense. And what I will say though, is that while it does get it's a bit rough from a few different angles. Like, I mean, job security and the pressure on females, because there are so many incredibly talented women in this space.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there are certain things that, like, you kind of just have to take, and you have to
let it roll.
like,
Yeah.
you just, you got it, because you have competition and you are a little bit more, I think, disposable in some ways. Not to put it that harshly, but it's true. But that being said, there are so many wonderful listeners in this space like you.
This community is amazing.
Right. And who elevate female voices. Like, I see on threads every day, on Instagram every day, I see people talking about female narrators. Let's boost the female narrators. Let's talk about the female narrators. And like, there are so many people who love the female narrators and show an equal amount of attention.
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously male narrators are wonderful. I love so many male narrators and I love listening to them in there. And, obviously this space would not be what it is without them. I'm not disillusioned about what's going on here, but I do think at the very least we could give equal time to both people in a story who are, doing great work. So
right.
That's my spiel. That's my shtick. What is there a certain type of book or a certain thing that you wish that you could have done that you haven't had a lot of opportunity to do yet?
Vampire romance. I'm gonna just keep talking about this. I have never done a straight ahead vampire romance, and that is my favorite subgenre as a reader, as like just somebody. Never
Really?
Ever.
You've never done any paranormal romance?
I've done a little bit of paranormal with like vampiric elements. Like, I think there was one series that had like someone who was kind of a vampire, but not like a traditional like vampires and humans kind of like. I would die. Like, that
I'm gonna start a campaign. Like, we need this. Like, this is something I need in my life. I need Angelina as a vampire or as a vampire's paramour. I need this.
Might you? Because I honestly, I love vampire romance more than anything. I listened. J.R. Ward was my very first author.
Mm-hmm.
And her Black Dagger Brotherhood series just got me immediately hooked to romance, and then just obviously, here I am. Yeah. But it like the idea that like human female and like I love all of it. I eat it all up. It's amazing.
Dee says we might know an author that might be doing some vampire.
Okay. I'm in.
I got you the hookup, girl.
All right. I'll take it.
No, yeah, that's amazing to me because I love vampire. That's like my jam, paranormal romances. I love, I love shifter romance and vampires and all that kind of stuff. Like I grew up on Buffy, like that was my jam. Like, you know, so yeah, I totally get
Vampire
that.
Diaries, like what? That's my
Yes.
favorite. That's my comfort television
Yes.
show.
Oh gosh, yes, I love Vampire Diaries. I put Vampire Diaries in as many of my reviews as possible.
Oh, why are we best friends? No, I mean I love it. Vampire Diaries is like, yeah, it's
It's so good.
I'm still
And
obsessed.
I'm obsessed. Yeah, I'm obsessed. And I'm obsessed with them as people now. Like they're both just like such amazing people, like in real life. Anyways, I could go on.
Yeah.
But I won't. Because nobody wants to hear that. We can do that later.
Okay, you can tell me. I've read Laurel K. Hamilton.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So good.
So what did you want to be as a kid when you grew up?
A singer,
Singer.
a performer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you sing when you were a kid like all the time?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I had my little business and I used to sing in church. I used to sing at all the weddings. I used to sing at all like the baby showers. I would have my little like mic set and like my karaoke tapes and I'd put on a show. Like I was yeah, like 100% I wanted to be on the stage and be performing. And I remember I grew up in a small town and everyone was just like, I know that you want that now, but when you get older,
You'll change your mind. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Or
Like
it's a really hard business. You might not make it. Yeah. Yeah.
and yet
Here you
here
are
I am,
with a microphone in your face all day, every day.
right? Reading love stories,
Reading love stories, having a blast.
living the dream. Yeah.
What was your favorite song to sing as a kid?
Oh, my favorite song. Oh God. Okay. So I really loved I'm a big musical theater fan. And Les Mis was my favorite. So I was like on my own. I'm
Are
like
you kidding me? As a kid you were singing that?
Oh yeah, like I yeah, and I had a singing teacher who I wanted to do it in competition and she was like, "You're too young. You cannot do it. You're too young." And I was like I was very stubborn and I did it during competition and the adjudicator was like, "Yes, this was great. This is wonderful."
Yeah.
I honestly I loved Eponine was always like that was like my bucket list. I'm way too old for that now, but
no, we don't talk like that here. We don't talk like that here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I could totally be the ingenue.
You could totally
voice actor. I yeah. So it was like I used to sing a lot of musical theater. So like all of the Les Mis tunes and like Black Velvet, like. Anyway.
Now that I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that voice for sure. You've got that rasp for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. So when you started doing all this, was there something that you didn't expect that was like super surprising to you about the whole process of doing, you know, narration and voice acting and
I mean how much I would love it. I think that was just surprising and how obsessed I would become with it. And then what was surprising was like how receptive people were to it. I did not expect the level of success that I had reached in my like first year and a half of being a narrator. Like it was pretty crazy. So like the external things, those are the things that that were really unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, you're a performer for sure. So yeah, I think that you're definitely in your soul job. That's what I like to call it.
I love that. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So you love romance. You were always a romance reader. So that was like that's what you were gonna do. Like when you started this, you were like, I'm going to read romance, or were you like, I'll read anything and just see where it goes?
No, I was like, I'm going to read romance. Like I'm going to be a romance narrator. Period.
Do you remember what your first book was?
I do. So I'm not going to say the name.
Okay.
Because it was under a different pseudonym. Because I started out with a different.
Sure. That's fine. I understand.
But it was an alien romance. Yeah. It was the first book I auditioned for on ACX, which is like the marketplace for indie authors. And And it was, yeah, it was like I auditioned for it as practice and I got it. I'm like, okay, what do I do now? But also amazing because I'm like a science fiction space cowboy fan as well. So it was like alien romance.
Yes, I love that.
Good.
Alien Spice first jump
Right?
out the gate.
I'm ready.
I
Yeah, it
mean,
was good.
there's no way. You just jump in head first and you just see what happens.
Yep, there were tentacles and all the things. It was good.
So I imagine that, like we said, you don't have a lot of time outside of what you're doing. You do music, you do the voice acting. Do you have any other hobbies that you do just that are just like things that you do to wind down? I know you play guitar and do that, but
Photography. I'm a photographer as well. So I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time
yeah.
because, yeah, I don't have enough time. But I try to do a few little photo projects every month just for my own creativity. And, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an artist thing. Like you have to be like even when you're not working, you have to be creating. And even if you have an artistic job, you still have to be artistic in all things.
Yeah.
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 I think that's just something that artists it's kind of it's in your blood. You have to do it all the time. You have to be doing something all the time.
Yeah, always. I mean, people say like, "Oh, you have time off. What are you going to do?" And like, "What are you going to watch?" And honestly, I'm just like, "No, I have this idea to like take these photos and no one may see them, but like yeah.
But it scratches that itch. Yeah, that artist itch. Yeah, I get that. So, when you used to listen to audiobooks before you got started, was there someone that you were just like was like an auto listen for you, like every time they did a book?
Samantha Brentmore, 100%. Right? Like
I'm in love with her. Her voice is just insane. And is she not like the funniest person on the planet? Like
hilarious and just so kind and down to earth, and
everyone is. All of you are. You are all such kind people. Like I have not met anyone yet that is just, snooty or uppity about anything. Like, yeah, I agree, Brenna. We need you and Samantha to do something together. Like, can you imagine their voices together? I would die.
The way I would die. Yeah.
Ooh, a sapphic romance with Angelina and Samantha. Ugh.
I would do it. Yeah.
Do it. I need it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the universe. A sapphic vampire romance.
Put it out. Just manifest. Ooh, I feel the vibes. Okay.
I think we need to make that happen. I'm getting excited. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, I love her voice. I love her. She's such a and she's just kind of such a funny person. She just looks like she's so much fun to be around.
She's so talented. Like I remember sending her a message. I had not recorded a book yet. And I was like starting to like learn and I sent her a message as like just nobody and just saying like, "Hey, I love your work and you are exactly what I aspire to be eventually in my career." And she sent me back this long, heartfelt, really beautiful response. It was like, "Well, if you ever end up doing anything, send it to me. I'll like elevate it. I'll promote it for you, or I'll like post it." Like it was so. She's just wonderful. She's wonderful.
Have you gotten to meet her? Have y'all gotten to meet and spend time together? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah. She knows that I'm totally like obsessed with her like acting, and I think she's amazing.
That's such a special thing though. Like to have someone really do that for you, that person that you look up to, and then when they actually respond and they actually kind of take you with them, it's really special.
It really is. And the kindness of people in this community. There are so many connectors, so many people who like connecting, who enjoy connecting other people with like their friends, and like just it's really beautiful. I love
and just want people to succeed. Like it truly amazes me every day how many people just that I meet or that are doing similar things to me, that all they want is for you to succeed. And I'm the same way. Like I want everyone to do what makes them happy. And to me, there's no such thing as competition in this world. We're all a team. The goal is for all of us to make you guys as popular as possible and for everyone to be able to enjoy these books because they are special and it is something that everyone should have the opportunity to enjoy if it's something that they love. I mean, I think that the more the merrier. I mean,
yeah, there's space for everyone.
there is.
Yeah, fully agree.
Yeah. So when you get a certain book or a certain title, how much direction do you get usually from authors, or are you at the point where they pretty much say just do you and like make it Angelina?
I'm not at that stage. I mean, I think it varies. It varies because I think some authors are really into audio. They're really they know exactly who they're writing for. They write with someone's voice in mind. They have an idea of, what they sound like, what movie stars those characters sound like. So some authors who are just super into it, they know when they choose me, it's like a lot of thought has gone into it.
They were already thinking about it before they even,
I already sound like the voice in their head.
Yeah.
And some authors are they have, comprehensive notes on this person sounds like Meryl Streep in this particular movie, or Scarlett Johansson, or like this is, and then some of them are like 19 years old, really bubbly, like just a really brief description. It varies from author to author.
Yeah. Do you like it more when you have direction, or do you like to get to play with things a little bit more where you kind of get that artistic license a little bit?
I like direction. Yeah, I like direction. I don't mind having the opportunity to play with it. I do enjoy when authors just add a little, like, they're sassy or they're bubbly, or like having a little bit of, what the author has in mind, because I mean, my job ultimately is to bring that author's vision to life. So I don't want to, narrate someone down here when she hears like, I can't even think of her name, but like some bubbly, blonde kind of actress in their head. Right.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. I think you definitely want to be true to whatever the author, meant or heard in their head. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about that. I think, but you do need something, like you do need like a little bit of direction. Like, okay, what are you thinking here?
I would like that. And I do get it from the text. Like I do, because I pre-read the books and I prep them. So like, I'll get an idea of what the characters are like in the book. But I don't know. I like notes.
Yeah. I think it's just come from wanting to do a good job and wanting to be everything that they want you to be, and representing them the way they see their characters. So I get that. So we kind of touched on this a little bit, but social media is such a huge part of this industry right now. I know that, there are a lot of new narrators that are coming in and they're using social media to the best of their ability to kind of get their names out there, get their faces out there, get their voices out there. And I just wonder how you feel about that process. I know you're a little bit further along in your career, so I don't think you probably feel as much pressure.
I do.
Do you?
Oh, I do.
Oh,
yeah. It's, what it's interesting because when I started, I think I was part of that first batch of TikTok narrators.
Oh, were you?
And you were, like it was like there was Ruthie Bowles and Paige Reisenfeld, and it was like we were all live narrating and interacting with authors, and like I mean, social media changed the trajectory of my career. Yeah. I wouldn't have the career that I have right now without social media.
Absolutely.
Like it's interesting because at the time there were a lot of professionals in the industry who weren't on TikTok or weren't on Instagram who were just like, oh, the TikTok narrators. Oh, the TikTok narrators.
Yeah.
And there have been constant conversations about, is social media important? How important is it? Is it really that important? And I think for some people it isn't.
Yeah.
I think for some people it isn't. For me, it is. Like I do notice when I'm not online, because I've gone through periods where I've like,
Yeah.
deactivated my
It's
accounts, or
too
I've just
much.
needed
Yeah.
a break, and I notice because I'm not front of mind anymore. And I'm not, you know what I mean? And this,
Really?
especially in the indie space, it's about
Yeah.
who people
Okay.
see and who people like and so I think I love seeing the narrators now and how they're utilizing social media and TikTok, and like they're doing all the things that they should be doing, because like you need to be part of this community to understand it, to understand the work, to like, you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
I
really
really do think that, like you said, the indie space is completely different
is.
than the trad space, especially as far as social media goes. And everyone kind of does have this, like, these groups and like people that they work with or people that they have become friends with through social media, and then they kind of become their people. And like you said, yeah, you kind of, if you're not in everybody's face, then they kind of do, because there are so many people in the space.
There are, and more than there ever have been.
And they're just more every day. There's more every day. And I understand that. It seems like a very attractive job, I think. I think everyone thinks that it's something that they would love, or that they would, really get into. But, I often think about the things that people don't really think about when they get into this, is like, just kind of the loneliness of it, just it's a very time consuming, it's hard work. I mean, I don't think anybody realizes how long you guys are really sitting in a dark room by yourself talking into a microphone. Like
No,
it's a long time. It's a lot of hours.
it is, and there's a lot of hours behind the scenes. Just like, I mean, I know in my first 2 years, the amount of coaching and training that I did as a narrator. Like I coached with, I don't know how many, like dozen coaches, open studios. Like I was always working on the craft of being a narrator and like trying to be the best voice actor that I could be. And, people just see like, oh, you're on social media doing what's your favorite genre of romance? And it's like they see the surface, they see the attention, they see the shiny parts.
And it seems like a blast. And I'm not saying it isn't. I mean, I'm sure you guys are I know you're having a great time. I know you love your job. I know you love what you do, but I think sometimes people do underestimate the amount of work that goes into what you guys do. And I know some of the ladies that I've talked to, they're not just narrating, they're editing books. They are producing books. Like, I mean, it's not just, doing the narration. They're doing all kinds of jobs, and especially in this indie author space, they're wearing so many different hats, in order to accommodate these indie authors who don't have the resources that, a lot of the bigger authors do. So I've never heard you really do any accents, but are there accents that you are comfortable with, or accents that you're like, oh, I'll never do that? Or how do you feel about accents in general?
I accents for the most part stress me out. They are not my strength. Like if you want an actor who does first person British RP, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not your person. I can do them. I'm doing one right now with an accent in it, but it's like a light accent. So, I just it isn't in my. It isn't a skill, like a deep skill of mine. So like I cannot do an Australian accent. I don't know a lot of people who can.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. I think there are not many voice actors can pull off that accent.
And there's
And
so many
I
different dialects. I mean, like just saying Australian is so deceiving because there's so many different like little different inflections and things according to where you're talking about, and you know, it's like British is the same way, you know.
it is it's like Canadian. I have
Yeah.
so many American narrator friends who are like, okay, I have to do a Canadian accent. I'm like, well, where?
Where? Yeah.
From what part? Like, are they
Yeah.
rural Canadian? Are they Western Canadian? Are they Eastern Canadian? Eastern Canadian?
Yeah.
Like, it's yeah.
Yeah, it's like saying I need to do an American accent. I'm like, okay, like, are you from are you from Texas? Are you from New York? Are you from California? Where are you from? You know, it's
Yeah.
totally different. Are there stories or authors or tropes that you just absolutely love to do?
I mean, I could say right now I'm loving the rockstar romance. I'm doing a lot of those,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. I never thought I would like rockstar romance, um, but but I love it. I love fake dating
Oh
because
yeah.
it's like every single time that moment where they're like, we have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
We have to practice so people will believe us. And it's like that first moment of like discomfort and awkwardness. Um, yeah, I think those are the ones that I'm enjoying. But like I just like I know it sounds just so like it sounds like such an easy answer, but really like if it's a good love story, like just I don't care. I don't care whether they're hockey players or mafiosos. Like it's
I agree. I think that I think we're all kind of that way. I mean, you know, love story is a love story as long as the guy or you know the two people, however they may be, get together at the end and you know whatever it takes to get them there, I'm all in. You know, let's go, let's do it, let's get them there. You know.
yes. Do you have a favorite?
I love paranormal. I'm a huge
Mm.
paranormal romance girly, but I'm also a huge why choose girly. I love a good why choose. I am kind of I think everyone asks me when they want a why choose recommendation, so I've kind of become that girl
I love
for
that.
everyone.
Okay.
But I'm a huge audiobook nerd. I just love audiobooks in general. Like my goal is to get everyone to listen to audiobooks. That's just my main goal because I really think that there are so many nuances that audiobooks provide readers that I think you may not even know when you read something in front of you, you know, you can be distracted while listening to an audiobook, but and you can be distracted while reading some words on a page. But I just to me I describe it like the difference between a text message and a phone call.
Mm,
You know, you will never really know exactly what that author intended, um, either with an audiobook or in print. But I think having the interpretation of a narrator or someone who, you know, is has the advantage of knowing the whole story while they're doing, I think it just adds so much to the experience of reading.
yeah.
And I don't think people get it until they get it.
Yes. Yeah.
I
I
think
think
they
they need to
think,
find the right, like they have to find the right voice, the right book, the right, and then once they're hooked.
yeah, once you're hooked, you're
Yeah.
listening to anything.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the people will say all the time, "Well, I could listen to so and so read me the phone book," and it's like, it's a joke, but it's really not. Once you're there, you're there, and you will literally listen to people read anything.
Yeah.
So, do you do any events or conventions ever, or is that something that you've kind of shied away from, or?
I did that. There was one year where I went to, oh my gosh, I don't know, seven events. It was incredible. But given the political climate at the time, right now,
Say no more.
yeah. So I don't have any events in the U.S. planned
Understandable.
anytime, which is sad because I love
It
meeting
is.
people.
It is. I get it though. I completely understand. You have to say no more. Um, Yeah, it's a difficult time, but I don't think anyone in this community begrudges anyone for not wanting to come here right now.
No.
It is definitely a difficult time. Okay, Angelina Rocca. We have gone through most of my questions, and I think we've had a pretty good time. But are you ready for a speed round?
Okay.
Okay.
What do we do? I'm ready.
All right. Shake it out. Here we go. Okay. These are just fun. Nothing crazy. Okay. No political questions.
No improv. I don't have to improv an Australian. No.
No. Okay.
No.
You said you love coffee, so we'll start with something easy. Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Okay. Phone call or text?
Text. Right.
Beach or mountains?
My couch. No, beach. Beach.
My couch with a beach scene on the TV. How about that?
Oh, right. Or like a big picture window, and I can look from the inside of my house. Yes.
Yes, you absolutely can say that, Malachi. Can I just say how amazing Angelina was in Slaycation series?
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you can tell Angelina how amazing she is all you want. Okay, favorite color?
Voice notes. Black.
Okay, love that.
Yeah.
Vampire.
Right? It was meant for me.
It was meant for you.
Someday.
Okay. Most used emoji?
Probably the black heart. Black heart. Or the cry laughing emoji, which ages me, but whatever.
Me too. I use it like every day, like at least 20 times a day. Yeah. Hey, Carmen.
Hi, Carmen. How's it going?
This is going to be a fun one. Go to karaoke song.
I have two. I Will Survive and Respect.
Yeah.
Right?
You killed both of those. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush. No, I don't really watch TV anymore.
That's okay. I don't either.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, I spend time in a dark padded room, and I liked back in the day. I mean, I like Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I like kind of the really, which probably tracks now that I'm thinking about this. But I really
think could be vampires.
The dark kind of like ugly hot, you know what I'm saying? Like they look like they're just about to,
like you want to give them a shower and kiss them.
Right? Or they could just like totally just, explode, but also like just, I don't know. You know those guys with the intensity?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Dark and broody, and I do dark romance, so like I think
that's the grunge era in us too. Like we lived through like the Pearl Jam era and like you just want to wash their hair, but like after that we're good,
We're good, right? It can be dark and broody. They don't talk to anyone but me.
Yeah, no, I get it. Right. Okay, milk or cereal first?
Like in the bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Are there people who put milk first?
Yes. I'm not one of them.
No, a cereal.
Thank you.
And then how do you know how much milk you're going to put in?
Exactly.
No.
It's only psychopaths, but I do know one, so I have to give her a hard time. That's why. Thank you, James. I don't know. Actually, I do know. There is one person I know. Her name is, she's an author, and she pours in the milk first. And I'm on her street team, and I will never let her forget how crazy she is for doing that.
I mean, no judgment.
No, I'm judging her. I'm judging her hardcore.
Okay.
But she knows it, and she still loves me, even though I judge her.
Right.
Okay. I wrote this down earlier, not knowing how amazing of a question it would be. Spike or Angel? Like, but I already know it's going to be Spike.
You already know. I already know.
I didn't know when I wrote it, but I know now.
Villains. Who is it? I'm trying to think. You
see my shirt? Dibs on the villain.
Soulmates. We are soulmates. I mean, really, I forget what my daughter said. I have like my 7-year-old daughter said something the other day, and I was like, well, why do you think I would like that person? And she's like, because they're a villain. Like, that's your favorite, like,
She knows you.
Yeah, dibs on the villain. Like, I feel like that.
Dibs on the villain. Like, I'm always first. Dibs.
Right? Like Darth Vader. Like,
shotgun. Shotgun on the villain.
Well, we might have to have a wide shoes sort of. Because I don't know. We have to divide.
Okay, I can do that. Shotgun? I mean, we can share. I can share. I'm good at sharing. I learned how to share in kindergarten.
Sharing is caring, right? Yeah, so Spike, 100%. Yeah. Angel.
Oh, yeah. Look at it. He's such a whiny. He's so whiny.
God, with the hero hair, like. Yeah.
So Spike, Damon,
yes, 100%.
And Klaus.
Klaus. The fact that Klaus and Caroline were not a thing at the end, like. I'm still angry.
I'm not over it.
Still, like, she marries Stefan? Like,
what? Who? No,
like, it was
rewrite.
Just like, oh, let's just figure this out here. Like, what?
I need a rewrite. Raven, I am all in on a dark villain. Why choose vampires? Just sign me up. I will be the first reader of that, and Angelina will be in it.
Yes. Sign me up.
Yeah. And Dee's gonna write shared custody of the villain. That is great. We've given her an idea for a book. I love it.
Okay.
Again, good. I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Go out or stay in.
Stay in.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
Okay, slow burn or insta love?
I mean, I really love a slow burn.
Yeah.
I really love a slow burn, but also I like when the guy is kind of like, no, like, you're mine, but it's okay.
I'm into it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like I like those moments.
Just get it out of the way. Like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to play games. Like, you can, but I'm going to tell you I'm in.
Right? And I'll be here.
I love that.
When you figure it out, and I'm going to do all the things to make you know that I'm obsessed with you, but you'll figure it out. Like, I like that.
I do too. Sometimes you just want to get down to business.
Right?
Right?
Right? But also, like, I want her to be like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I want that internal battle.
As every woman should be. Like, every woman should take a minute. Like, just take a beat. Just a beat. But men, they can be obsessed with us as soon as they want.
Yes, fully agree.
They have permission.
Yes, in a villainous way.
In a villainous way. But we don't have insta obsession. There you go. I love that. Yeah, yes. I'll take that.
Yes, nothing less.
Yeah, insta lust, insta obsession, and then love comes later.
Yeah. Yes.
I love that. Yeah, I'm down for that. Man, I had so much fun talking to you, and I just appreciate you so much. Like I said, I never expected that we would be having this conversation already, and I wish that I was more popular and that more people were here to see you.
Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, my God. No, this has been so much fun. Don't even worry. Like, I don't... I don't know if it's because I'm Canadian. I don't bring in a lot of people on my, like, FYP. But it doesn't matter because we've had a good conversation. This has been really fun.
Absolutely. And I always put everything up on my YouTube as well. So everyone will be able to watch later if they want to. And then I'll do some clips to share as well. But I would like to make sure that no one has any questions in the chat before we wrap up. Or if there was anything, Angelina, that you have coming up. Are you coming back for Slaughter Park, James says? Or is she allowed to say?
I'm trying to think if I'm back. If my character is back. Because it's the same character that I play. Yeah, I think she's she's in it a little bit. Yeah. Yes.
There you go. So is there anything coming up that you're like super excited about, or anything that you can talk about that I know we don't have vampire romance, but
Someday.
someday.
Someday with a dark, brooding vampire who, yeah. Anyway.
Dee's gonna write it. I got faith in her. She's gonna write it.
I digress. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, I'm excited about all the books that I'm working on, quite honestly. I'm working on this one right now, Seven Graves, and it's Irish mafia, and she's oh my God. What is she, Janelle? What does she do? She's like in the mortuary.
Oh, she's like a mortician. Oh,
Here we
I
go.
love that.
Like my brain. Yeah, it's so good. It's like the banter, and it's that exact. He's like in love with her, and he's like, no, like you're mine.
You're mine. Yeah.
And she's like, I'm sorry, who do you think you are? And he's like,
no. Yeah.
It's cool.
But you'll figure it out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So, do you like Mafia? Like, are you a big Mafia fan? Mafia romance?
I do. It's not something that I would necessarily pick up as a reader, but I think also Mafia romance it's interesting because I'm Italian. My family is very Italian. and so like a lot of the names are very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just and a lot of the themes, I think
a little too close to home.
I like I mean not necessarily, but I do feel like there is Italians tend to be like, we're the mafia. We're the mafia people, right? And I don't necessarily like to I don't live in that space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I like it. I enjoy narrating it because I feel like there is so much like tension and excitement.
It's angsty, yeah, and it does have that kind of dark element to it.
Yeah. So I really enjoy it in that sense.
But yeah, I think that whole like mafia, dark academia, all that just is, that whole world is so fun because it just breeds those like broody, obsessive, male characters. So
yeah, and it's like it is a place where like it's a fantasy world, right? Like it's not representative of real life, but you can kind of disappear into it. And dark romance is so different from when I started narrating. Like Kelly Lake was like the darkest romance, or Scarred by Emily McIntyre.
Right.
Was the darkest romance I'd read at the time. And I remember reading Scarred being like, whoa, what is this? Yeah. And now
that's like nothing. That's like light. That's like child's play. Yeah. James, you're absolutely right. And you know what? The first thing I thought of when she said she wanted to do vampire was Cursebound, because I just finished it and I loved that book so much. And I mean, obviously I love the I can't remember who.
Is it June?
No, it wasn't June. June did the other one that was back in November. It was a 2-part series. It had her and Joe Arden and Sean Masters, King of the Damned. That was Ariel Anderson's book, and that was a great series. I loved that so much. But Cursebound just came out, and it's Sadie Kincaid and L.J. Morrow, and it's Sean Masters, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm blanking. Oh, I feel so terrible. I'm blanking on the female.
You have a lot of things to remember.
But that book is so good, and it's vampire mafia.
Oh.
So it's like all these like old vampire families, and they're all like, but it's like basically the mafia, and the vampire clans like control the action. It is Maxine. Thank you, Brenna. I'm sorry. It's Maxine Mitchell.
Okay.
And the vampire clans control the actual mafia. So it's like, It's so good. But yeah, when you were talking about vampires, I was like, I just finished that book and I loved it so much. I was like, oh my God, anything like that, you would be so good in.
And Sadie Kincaid is amazing. Like,
Oh my
she's
God.
just right. Yeah,
I
yeah. I
love
enjoyed
that
her a lot.
whole, her whole series, the other vampire series, Broken Bloodline series is so good. I love that so much. And it's witches and it's vampires. And I mean, what do you get? It's like my
All your
crack.
favorite things.
It's like my crack. Yeah. Yeah. So I should have known it too. So yeah, I don't know why. I just finished it and I don't know what happened. Oh yeah. I love that whole series so much. But yeah, I love vampires too. I'm a
Yeah.
sucker. I'm a sucker for a vampire.
Right. I'm like waiting for it to like get. I don't know, because you know how different subgenres kind of go through like the periods of like mafia romance has been popular for a really long time.
It really has. I keep thinking like
Really,
it's gonna like kind of fade out a little bit, but it just keeps coming back and like people keep reinventing things about it and then like, and now they're adding in this paranormal element and so I think it's just going to reinvigorate the whole thing, honestly.
yeah, I think so too, and I think people who love mafia romance are like mafia romance is their thing. Like
Yeah.
that is so. Like I'm hoping vampire romance sees a bit of a resurgence because we don't see a lot
I
of
think
them.
it is. I think it is because I've had, like I said, I've had those two series in the past, like 3 or 4 months have both come out. I have another one that I'm doing an ALC on right now. That's also going to be like a paranormal vampire. Oh, hockey mafia. Yeah, Brenna, we love a hockey mafia too. Yeah, just mafia anything. Like you can like um it's like anything you can put anything with mafia.
Yeah,
It's just like it's like creamer. You just throw it in there.
instant villains. I love it.
Instant.
Yeah.
James says, other than Samantha Brittmore, is there another bucket list narrator that you would work with? Love to work with.
Um. I mean, honestly, I don't know because I've
You've
worked
worked
with
with so many people.
yeah, I really have, and I can't think of anyone that I haven't worked with that I want to. Like I love working with Teddy. I think he's incredible. I think he's just like a wonderful
He
person.
just seems like the nicest person.
He really genuinely is the
Mm-hmm.
nicest guy. Like
Yeah.
I don't know him that well, but like from my like interactions with him and from working with him, like just truly the nicest
Yeah.
guy.
It just seems like a really normal, like nice dude. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like he really, really is.
Mhm.
And so like I mean I could say like I would love to work with XYZ more or again or whatever, but like at the
Right.
same time, like I I think for me, it's more about the authors that I get to work with and that I get to narrate their books.
Mhm.
Like the narrators, like they're fine, but for the most part, quite honestly, like we get a production thread and they send out an email and
We
say,
don't really talk
"Hey
to each other
everyone."
that much.
We really don't, especially if it's duet and it's like, "Hey everyone, welcome to the project. Your files
Yeah.
are due XYZ, collaborate if you need to." And then somebody will send an email and say, "Hey, all my files are up." And
Yeah.
that is the extent of the collaboration between
Yeah.
narrators.
It's a shame because it really, it is. I think it would be more fun if you got to kind of collaborate a little bit more.
It would, but then everyone's so busy
Yeah.
and
Who has time?
even if it's dual and you're collaborating on voices, it's like, hey, okay, I've put these voices up. Let me know what you think if these are okay.
Mhm.
And it's just like it's I mean it's professional, right? Is everyone's just doing their jobs and being efficient and so like when people ask that question, there are people who I love to hear on books, but like it's the authors. Like I mean, I know like I can name lots of authors that I would love to work with or continue to work with because their stories always have so much heart and, are just beautiful love stories.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I focus on
Yeah.
more.
Have you worked, and Janelle wanted to know if you've worked with James Cassidy before.
I feel like I have.
He's hilarious. That man is
Yeah.
so funny. He cracks
Yeah.
me up every day. Like, do you ever, like, if you follow him on Threads,
I do. Yeah. Oh, he's great. Like he's
he's a
such a nice
Threads
guy.
king, dude. Like, he cracks me up every day.
Yeah, I always get his comments. They show up on my threads. And like we've talked, like we've
Yeah,
interacted, and
chatted.
he's
Yeah.
like just a nice guy, like a really genuine another person. Yeah, I feel like I
He's
have. I
so
just
funny on Threads. So funny. Here, let's see.
yeah.
See if I can find it on my Audible, so we can give
What, oh,
everyone
if I've done a book with
a book rec.
I feel like I'm gonna look too. I feel like I have, but um
Um,
I know I was supposed to. Like there are books that I've been cast with him on, but
mhm.
then like the books either have been sort of moved or canceled or like shifted around, and then I haven't. So I'm like, did that one happen? Did it like that's kind of what I
Yeah.
don't know. Let's look.
Uh,
Um,
One of your books, The Devil's Hunt, actually was my audition. I had to do a promo for that as my audition to work for Blue Nose. And so that your book got me my job at Blue Nose.
oh, well, amazing. You're welcome. No, I'm kidding.
No, definitely. Because I
Congratulations.
loved it. It was great. Yeah, no, that was great. That was a really fun one. And I had never heard it before, and they were like, okay, well, this is your assignment. You know, this is what you have to do. You have to make a promo about this. And I was like, oh, okay, Angelina, I'm done. Easy.
I love that. Oh my God, that sounds like that's stressful to like audition. Yeah.
Girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have major imposter syndrome with that job still. Yeah, I am. There are so many content creators that are so amazing, and I'm still learning, you know, a lot of you know, I'm an old dog, but I'm learning some of these tricks. So, but yeah,
Yeah. AJ, nothing but a number,
tell
right?
me, because I'm telling you, I'm things are happening. Things are starting at the ripe old age of 40 something.
You know, I mean,
Did you? You know, I watched your video today on your page when you got your service, and I could tell that it was just such a huge like deal for you. Were you? Is that still something that just you think about all the time? Like how
it's
like
huge.
crazy? Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah. And I don't like, I'm not, awards really aren't that like big a deal for me. I think just because I am the age I am and like I've had awards. I've been like none of that really matters to anyone but the person getting it ultimately. Right? Like it really doesn't move your career forward that much. It doesn't like, you know, people will be like, "Oh my God, that's amazing. Congratulations." And then everyone moves on.
Yeah.
It's like
True.
so awards have never been super important, but like I mean, I was I was just like I felt like I'm not a housewife, but like I was a mom
I know
trying
what
to
you mean.
figure
I get
out how
it.
to like care for my kids and work a job and find something that like lit me up again and then, you know, 2 years later I'm in Beverly Hills like on a stage getting an award like in front of like it was and I didn't expect it because the people who I was against in that category were like are all powerhouses and like
Monsters. Yeah.
Julia Whalen got like the Lifetime Achievement Award the night before. So I was just like, I'm here. I'm just here to have fun and see all of my friends and um yeah.
Scars and Silver Linings. That's your book with James.
Yes.
Way to
Yes,
go,
yes, yes.
Janelle. Good job.
Thanks, Janelle.
You did
Thank
it.
you.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I think, like I said, you know, I think it partially is an age thing. I don't think any of us, and I think it's a generational thing because, you know, Brenna runs to Audible. Get there, girl. Um, I don't think any of us at the age that we are expected to get to a point where we would get to do things that really and truly make us happy. And it's not just an obligation. Or you're not just raising your family, or you're not just doing the job that you have to do in order to keep your family paying their bills and afloat, you know? And, you know, we had to go to college and we had to do, I mean, it's like you have to do these things in this order. And if you don't, you're just gonna be afloat, you know, cast away in the world, you know? And that's
like, aren't we told as women that, like, you know, men sort of like they continue, and I, you know, no knock on men, but like men continue to excel and continue to glow up and continue to like, but women, you hit a certain age and it's like now you just, you know, you just kind of, you've lived your life and now you're
into the background. Yeah.
Right.
And I think that that's part of it. Like, I think that that's one of the reasons why there's so much joy, I think, for a lot of the people in this community, a lot of us who are in our 30s and 40s, who have kind of found something that gives us joy and gives us that thing that we're missing, you know? Like, I have a job and I love my job. I have a full-time job. I love my job. I've been in breast health care for 25 years and I love it. And it's rewarding and I love my patients and I'm fulfilled. But it's never been my passion. It's never been the thing that lights me up like doing this does, you know? And I think that a lot of us don't think we're ever going to find that. You know, you get to a certain point and you go, okay, well, I guess this is it, you know? Like,
right, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I act serious. I do, like, but you get to be on video and talking about the books that you love
and like love to people that I admire. Like, come on.
Yeah, and just like connecting with people over the same things and not having to be like, I always felt like I have to be serious. I have to be serious to be taken seriously. And
I have to be professional. I have to be, you know, I can't be myself, you know, because I'm not serious. I'm very unserious. Like, in general.
Right? I mean, I think all of us are, but in our real lives outside of this, like people outside of this booth have a very different perception of who I am, right? But we can be here and be like freaks and awkward and like loving the villains and just like.
And so that's another thing, is learning how to not only be myself here, but be myself everywhere and be myself everywhere in my life. And I'm very lucky. I have a very supportive husband and people who are like, you know, I get it. Like, it's okay. You know, this is where you're at and this is what you love. You do it, you know, but there are a lot of people who don't have that. And so, you know, they do kind of hide this side of them from, you know, they're like, oh, well, I don't want anyone, you know, in my real life to touch my, you know, my book life. And I'm so lucky that I don't have to do that. But, yeah, I think it's really special that we kind of do have this kind of place to be ourselves and kind of connect with each other and find the things that make us happy.
Yeah. Because life doesn't end when we hit 30 or hit 35 or
40 or 45 or 50. 45.
We don't. Like, I saw this thing and I think I posted about this, and I can't remember who posted it, but this guy was like, because I always felt like I have to catch up. I'm so behind. And they're like, you're never behind in your own life. You're where you are, right? Like, you're never behind. You are where you are. And that is like, so you have to make sure
only you can tell yourself you're behind. I mean, it's according to how you feel. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing things now that I never would have thought I would have done. You know, it's like I was telling the other day. And that's the other thing too. It's this community. This community makes you feel like you can do things that you never thought you could do. And people are constantly lifting you up and saying, "No, you want to do that? Just do it. Like, why wouldn't you just do it?" And I'm like, "Well, but." No, I don't want to do that. No, you should. And it's like, okay, here I
am. Right, I guess I'm going to do the thing and look how it turns out.
Yeah, it's like Brenna is so right. And they were saying, you know, it's like you guys our authors and our narrators that we love, you are our celebrities. And like the fact that we get the opportunity to chat with you and talk to you and just be a part of your creative process is really, really fulfilling for us as readers. And, so it just, you guys letting us in on that little bit of your life, and that little bit of your job. It really is. It's very special to a lot of people. It means a lot to a lot of people.
I mean, I appreciate that. Like it's funny because like I hear that and I understand that, but also like I wouldn't be where I am without people like you, people in the community, people who are listening, people who continue to listen to my books or talk about my books or like the books that I do or want to do interviews with me or want to talk to me, like who care about my content. Like I think especially in this indie space, people talking about your work, enjoying your work is important to getting more work, is important to being able to do more work. And so like I could have all the talent in the world, but like I would not be here.
I think that's one of the things that's so special about this space is that readers and listeners actually do affect people's careers and people's trajectories. And that's not something that normal people get to do very often, where you can actually hitch your wagon to someone that you love and someone's story that you really appreciate, and you can actually make a difference in whether other people see that story or know that person or read that person's books. And that's really cool. Like that is really a neat thing about this community and just about the indie space in general. Like I didn't know until I started doing this like a year ago. I didn't know about indie authors or any of that stuff. Like I didn't know anything about this business or how these authors are doing everything for themselves. They're marketing themselves. They're getting their books. They're publishing their books themselves. They're writing. They're editing. I mean, they're literally doing it all. And I had no idea. And I'm a reader. Like I've been a reader my whole life, but I still didn't know any of that, And until you're in this space, I don't think anyone really gets that. It's like one of the ladies I was talking to the other day. She goes, "If you're not here, you don't get it." And it's true. Like people don't get it. They don't get the space until they're in it.
No, it's true. They really don't. And that's okay. Like,
yeah, no, it's okay. It's just, it's a very special thing. This whole community.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it can be fraught. It can be challenging.
There's negative and positive, just like anything else, But for the most part, it's very positive.
I mean, it really is. Like I would not have my career if it were not for people who love romance audiobooks and romance books. Like full stop. I would not. Like, yeah. So like, I don't know.
And you're such a good, you're such a big cheerleader, not just for yourself, but for others. Janelle says Angelina is my biggest cheerleader. So that's really sweet. And you guys do, you give a lot of yourself. You give people access to you that, can be very vulnerable to give people that much access to you sometimes. And so that's appreciated. And so I know that's not easy.
No, but I mean, lots of people did the same when I was like coming up and only had a couple of books. So it was like,
yeah,
I don't know. I love this community. It's gone through like, I've gone through the process of like figuring out my place in it and like interacting with people and making friendships. Like I've made some of my deepest friendships in this community, right? Like it's just, but you also have to kind of just like, I have to figure out like those like boundaries, right? As a professional.
It's hard.
but this community is beautiful, and ultimately we're all here because we love stories. Like,
yeah, we all love the same thing, and that's
yeah,
not something that a lot of people have in, there aren't very many groups of people this big that have something like that in common.
no,
So it's special. Well, I could talk about this all day with you, and I know that you you have life to live. So I really appreciate you chatting with me and taking a chance to talk to me. And I think we're best friends now. I don't know, but we have like the same soul, I think. So I've really enjoyed. I knew we would. Like I don't know. Like I said, I've always enjoyed watching you. I've always enjoyed listening to you, and I've just always enjoyed your spirit. So I think that you put good things into the world, and I hope that comes back to you all the time. So
thank you, and thank you so much for having me here and like inviting me and giving me your time.
Anytime. And I always tell everybody, it's if you ever have a certain project or something that you really want to talk about, or when you get that vampire romance, you better call me.
I will let you know. 100%.
I need to
why
know
choose why choose vampire romance?
Why choose
all villains?
I'm gonna need the ALC on that too.
Okay. Done.
Thank you so much, Angelina. And thank you everyone who's hung out and asked questions and was so sweet. And I will get everything up on YouTube so y'all can rewatch if you want to. And love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.